David Holmgren here at Meliodora with a little bit of a croaky voice. Late spring flu as we move into our warm growing season. Great to be able to send a message to the permaculture hui in New Zealand, and great that you all are meeting together in person after these years of not. And I think it is especially relevant to think about listening to each other in person, and that these years of turmoil and change, which of course are continuing in their various ways, that we need to accept that even within the permaculture movement and its connections and common understandings, that there will be different understandings of the world, especially as we move further away from the concrete, the here and now, to the abstract. And I think at this time of confusing change for many people, it's important to ground what we're doing and what we can agree on, not just within the permaculture movement, but more broadly in our communities, on things that are right in front of us. And leave to one side a lot of the abstractions about the world. And I think that's true in recognizing that all crusades have limits, including environmental crusades. And I've always been one to caution against the idea of environmental crusades, including, dare I say, the climate emergency crusade. So that in stepping back from the larger abstractions, we can understand something connected to between us as people, and connection to the soil, and connection to practical and immediate needs. And if we start with that as at what some people call permaculture zone zero, or the self, and we move out progressively towards the conceptual wilds, in the same way that we think of the permaculture zoning idea of dealing with wild nature where we are not in control, where we don't fully understand things, relative to the inner zones where we have some power and responsibility, that there is that relationship that starts at the centre, that starts, as Mollison said, at the back door, and starts even closer with who we are. So I would encourage you to use that lens as you gather back together, and in accepting that diversity of understandings about what is happening in the larger world and what it means for us all.